Hey everyone, Rob here. This is the edited version of the Botcopy session for Enterprise and Public Sector. We were joined by Daniel Gonzalez from SpringML. As a reminder, Botcopy is the #1 messenger for Dialogflow designed for Enterprise and Public Sector. At the beginning of this session, I went over some fundamentals. It took about 15 minutes, but I'm going to compress this into about a minute. And speaking of compression, omit the excess. These are fundamentals. Make sure that when you write for bots, you have as few words as possible and keep the content short. That's going to boost engagement. You can see they're up there on the left versus the right. That's a before and after. Kind of long, fluffy copy, and you want to chop it down. Last but not least, the inverted pyramid. Keep your most important info at the top of the bubble. And if you do that, you may be able to just chop off the bottom of the bubble because most people just read the stuff at the top. Okay, now for the discussion portion of the session. We had a great turnout. It was a lot of fun, and I'm going to fast forward to a question about live chat handoff.
Connecting question for this one, how much is it is feasible to, transfer a call to a handover to a live agent?
So I'm really glad you asked that. We have our very own live chat offering coming soon, within the next month. And the ability to pause Dialogflow and insert your team, record those transcripts, and then upload those transcripts to Dialogflow for future training is going to be possible.
Can you give some highlights or pointers how the Botcopy is managing a CI/CD flow?
So I'll give you a public sector example. This is a utility company in Northern California. They don't have the bandwidth after hours to answer live chat. At 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., they've actually decided to take it offline. Then again, when 5 p.m. hits, that event is recognized the time period, and Botcopy, your website, can communicate directly with the Botcopy chat messenger. So we're going to recognize events like time, what page they're on, session ID. If in the event can be, if you've typed your password in incorrectly 3 times, that can actually trigger the chat, whether it's a prompt or to open up the window and say, hey, it looks like you're having some trouble. Now, how about we reset your password?
Can we customize our pipeline while using Google Vertex AI or something like
SpringML is a cloud services provider. They're one of the best at explaining how to expand your bot use case into these other tools like Vertex, and seems like a good time to maybe transition to introduce SpringML, have them talk a little bit about who they are and get into those kind of questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Rob and Dustin. So just a quick introduction. So I'm Daniel Gonzalez. I'm from SpringML. So I'm a solutions architect with SpringML, and I work very closely with Google as one of their premier partners.
So my name is Alice Botcher, and I am one of the account directors here at SpringML. I manage the relationship with our clients. Any specific project questions that come up that have anything to do with Dialogflow, I can answer and help.
So real quickly, we were founded in 2015. We made a big bet on Google Cloud for a lot of reasons, and we exclusively work with Google. Our traditional capabilities have been mostly like data management, integrations, machine learning, data analytics. AI is very core to our business, which lends itself well to the whole Dialogflow and CCI space. And our results to date, we've implemented nearly 300 projects, and in CCI alone, we've delivered over 30 projects in the CCI Dialogflow space. So in 2020, we were actually selected as the partner of the year for the state and local governments. And in terms of our capabilities, visualizations like Google's Looker tool or Data Studio, advisory services, security, operations, migrating workloads where we can do migrations and then ultimately do some redevelopment and refactoring in the cloud to make it a little bit more cloud native so that you can appreciate those economies of scale. We do have solutions and experience in a lot of different verticals, the public sector for state and local governments, even the federal space as well.
There's a lot of complexity to these chat projects. There are multiple pieces that you're putting together to customize and bring home the experience that you're after. Botcopy is a business messenger for Dialogflow. We only focus on Google Cloud, and we allow enterprise-grade and public sector experiences to exist on the websites, meet ADA compliance, all that. The capabilities of the chat, the sky is the limit there. And there's several Google pieces along the way, like Cloud SQL, Looker. This is where you're going to want to really lean on a service partner's expertise within Google to understand the benefits of these different Google products. I know we're working on a few public sector accounts together, but have you seen a good example of several different Google pieces like coming together within this chat project?
Absolutely. So we can do the analytics for improving use cases, something called Stack Driver, and then we can visualize those logs and analytics in a visualization tool like Data Studio or Looker. You can kind of get those dumped into BigQuery, and you'll just have a cleaner place to start with analytics. We are very, very eager to partner with additional folks, with Dustin and Rob, to get started off the ground or actually to enhance what you guys have already built.
Likewise, we're excited. I think everybody here will quietly launch our live chat suite, probably the first 100 companies. So if anybody has interest in that, more than happy to give everybody here early access. Hopefully we do get Botcopy live on your site soon.
I'm ready for that. Counting on you.
All right, guys. Until next time.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye.